Never Gonna Give You Up.
Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley just might be the most iconic song of all time. It was a global #1 hit in 1987, and then decades later, it became even bigger by becoming a meme. And it all starts with this drum fill. Now, there are plenty of drum fills throughout the song, but they're drier and less affected than the intro drum fill. They added some extra reverb to that intro fill to make it stand out more. And if we swap out that fill for one of the later ones, you'll hear why they did that. We also have a track of programmed percussion. The synth bass has a playful bounce to it, and it's giving the track that obvious dance energy. The production team was Stock Aitken Waterman, who had a bunch of hits, including You Spin Me Right Round by Dead or Alive and I'm Your Venus by Bananarama. And for Never Gonna Give You Up, they pulled inspiration from this song. The Fairlight CMI was a big part of this recording, and here are two sounds that they combined for the chorus. And those horn stabs can be heard through the track as well, and here's what they sound like on their own. They even used guitar samples from the Fairlight, and here's one panned to the right alongside a more synthy part. And when we add the bass, things get syncopated and funky. Now, Rick is a great vocalist, and this is back in the days before auto-tune, where you actually had to sing.
A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling.
Now, they did sweeten the vocals with some reverb and echo on a few choice phrases.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand.
Now, one clever thing they did in the vocal production is they used a sampler to create a more impactful chorus. They recorded Rick singing the line, "Never Gonna Give," and then with a keyboard played just the "Never Gonna," and he sang the rest of the line on top. And here's a recreation of how they did that.
Never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna give.
Now, this took some real skill to pull off because you had to get the timing right and make sure that it flowed and sounded natural, and they didn't have the digital tools that we have today. And this is how it sounds in the track.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and...
Now, there is one moment in the song where you can hear that sample being triggered twice in a row.
Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna give, never gonna give.
Now, the vocals are what gives soul and life to this sequenced and programmed track, and the backing vocals of Dee Lewis and Coral Gordon are a big part of that. And here they are with the lead vocal.
Never gonna give you up. never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
So I hope you've enjoyed our deep dive into Never Gonna Give You Up. It's a classic record that's more than just a meme.